Everywhere you go, you leave something behind, gentle remnants of warmth that bloom in the air like unseen petals. I have watched the trail you leave in silence, in the hush of moments too fragile to speak, too beautiful to interrupt. The way your footsteps echo in the chambers of my thoughts feels like the rhythm of a heartbeat I've never known until you. I do not know if you see it, the way flowers seem to bow when you pass, or how the light bends to follow your silhouette, but I see it. You are not simply someone who moves through life, you change it. Like a garden blooming after a harsh winter, you revive parts of me I didn't realize had gone quiet. You turn ordinary afternoons into something more, into days I remember long after they've ended. Even your silence speaks with color. There is a softness to everything you do, as if you walk with compassion stitched into the soles of your feet, and I am just a soul kneeling in the garden you never meant to grow. I carry your presence in every breath, like the subtle fragrance of petals pressed between the pages of a long-forgotten book. Each thought of you opens like a flower in the sun, slow, certain, and necessary. You are not just someone I admire from afar. You are someone whose existence reshapes my own. I find myself reaching for you in my thoughts, the way sunflowers turn toward the light, not out of need but because they don't know another way to live. And I too do not know another way to feel without thinking of you. There is poetry in the spaces between your words, in the laughter that bubbles softly from your chest. I trace the shape of your name in the air when I'm alone, as if writing it somewhere makes it more real, makes you more present. You are not a fleeting moment, not a temporary muse. You are the permanence in my wandering. You are the answer I never expected, the softness I was afraid didn't exist anymore. When you walk into a room it feels as though the air remembers how to breathe. I study the way light settles on your features, how shadows retreat in favor of your glow. If I could bottle moments I'd keep the one where you smiled without knowing anyone was watching. There was magic in that innocence, a quiet kind of peace that felt louder than any song. I've read books and poems, wandered through galleries and cities, but none of them held the gravity your presence has on me. You tether me to this world in a way that's tender yet unrelenting. You ground me and lift me all at once. There are no maps that chart this kind of affection, no compasses that point toward the kind of truth I feel with you. You are the pulse behind every quiet hope I've ever had, the soft echo in every corner I once believed was meant to remain empty. Wherever you go, beauty follows, as if the earth blooms simply to be in your favor. In the quiet moments when the world hushes itself, I think of your voice. It's not just sound, it's sanctuary. Even the most broken parts of me seem to still beneath it. If you ever wondered if your words matter, know that they've healed places inside me that even time forgot. I carry them like prayers, whispered beneath my breath when fear tries to take root again. You speak, and suddenly the chaos loses its shape. There is a steadiness in you, a kind of calm that draws storms to a standstill. And yet you are not without fire. You burn not to destroy but to warm, to awaken. I've watched how you love the world, even when it doesn't deserve it, and in doing so you've taught me how to love again, how to trust in something soft. You walk as though forgiveness blooms with each step, and perhaps it does, because since you entered my life, even my regrets feel like they're learning to let go. I never imagined love could arrive so gently. You came without noise, without demand, and yet somehow everything changed in your wake. You didn't ask me to fall for you, but my heart found your rhythm all the same. There's a rare kind of beauty in love, that isn't born from desperation, but from admiration, from seeing someone for who they truly are and still wanting to stay. That's what you are to me. A constant desire to remain, to understand, to cherish without needing to possess. I don't love you to keep you, I love you to honor you. There's freedom in that, and also great strength. If I could give you anything, it would be a mirror that shows you how the world looks when you're in it, how brighter the skies are, how lighter the burdens feel. But since I can't, I'll write it again and again in poems like this, in every breath I draw when I think of you, and in every petal you've unknowingly scattered across the corners of my life. Every day I find more of you in unexpected places, in the wind that carries the scent of wild flowers, in the stillness before dawn, in the pages of books I thought I'd long forgotten. You've taken up space in my life in ways that feel less like invasion, and more like inheritance. There's no part of my day that you haven't touched, no thought untouched by your presence. It's not obsession, but reverence. To love you is to witness something sacred, something delicate, yet unshakably real. I've written your name beside stars in my mind, whispered it into sunsets, and carried it through sleepless nights. There is no language that fully captures what you mean,
no metaphor that carries enough weight, and so I simply feel you, in the spaces between my heartbeat, in the quiet smiles that rise without cause. You are not just the muse behind my words, you are the very ink they are written with, the hand that steadies the page when emotion trembles through me like wind through petals. What we share may never be defined by the world, and I've made peace with that. Love doesn't always need to be seen to be real, it only needs to be felt. And I feel you in the marrow of who I am. You are the echo I respond to when all the world goes silent. You are the pause in my chaos, the reason I believe that softness isn't weakness. If anyone asks why I smile when I look at you, I'll tell them it's because you remind me that the world still holds wonder. You remind me that beauty can be quiet and powerful all at once, that love in its truest form doesn't shout, it simply stays. I've stopped searching for fireworks. What I want is the constant flame, the gentle light that warms without burning. And that, my love, is you. You are the calm in my storm, the answer I never knew I was brave enough to ask for. Every petal in your wake is a promise I carry with me.